M1 Garand, would any of the girls date a guy who legally owned a firearm? We'll start with you. Go ahead.
I dated a woman who had 7 of them.
Is that your ex?
Yeah.
She had 7 guns?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
So yes, okay.
I would, yeah. No.
No? Wouldn't date a guy who legally owned a firearm?
No. Legally.
Oh, no.
Because
one tried to use one on me. Because one tried to use one on me. So
okay.
no.
Jeez.
You see one of those gangsters you like?
What about you? Legally?
That's what them gangsters do. I don't know.
Date a guy who owns a firearm?
Yes. Sure.
I don't know now, but I guess yes still.
If he knows how to use it, yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how do you know if you know how to use it?
You shoot.
If it's legal,
Like,
you need to take a class for that.
No, what I'm saying is that do you run them through a test? Or do you just accept they know that what they're doing?
So my I don't know, my grandpa teaches people how to shoot where I'm from, so no, he'd tell me.
Just going back to you, here. So it sounds like you had a bad previous experience. He tried, did he shoot at you?
Hell
Do you have a gunshot wound? What's up?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I didn't open the door.
Did you call the police?
Huh?
Did you call the police?
We don't snitch around here.
Oh, see, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Gangster to pull a gun and she won't even call on him.
Okay. So so your concern would be he might use the gun on you.
Even if he owned the gun or whatever, let's say that didn't happen to me. I don't like guns.
Okay, so you don't like.
I don't agree with the whole thing. I don't believe in them. I wouldn't.
Wait a minute. You don't believe in them? What do you mean? You think nobody should have guns?
I just don't feel. Why do you need to have a gun? Why do you need to kill somebody? Why do you need to hurt somebody with a gun? You don't for what? I just don't agree with it.
And just to open this up to the other women, some of besides you, everyone else said you would date a guy who owns a firearm. But when it comes to guns, does anyone here share her view on guns, or is it?
I was like that once.
You changed though.
Yeah.
Okay, because
something happened.
The lesbian woman with the 7 guns, is that? She changed her mind.
It changed my mind because we got our house broken into.
Ah, okay.
But I feel
prior
like
to that, did she clip a bunch of crackheads trying to break into the house?
She came with that lifestyle already.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, so just going back to you, you said that you just aren't about it. Well, question, maybe I'll use her example. Let's say you've lived with a boyfriend before? Mm-hmm. Let's say you're living with your boyfriend and 3 grown men break into your house, and you said you had a son or a daughter? I know they're an adult now, but let's say 10 years back they're a kid. Let's say you're living with your boyfriend, and your son's living with you. 3 grown men break into your house. You don't know what they want. Maybe they're there to burglarize. Who knows? Maybe your gangster boyfriend's got some beef. Who knows?
He ain't really a gangster like he say he is.
Mm-hmm.
So in that situation where it's just you, your son, and your boyfriend, 3 grown men break into the house. In that situation, would you want your boyfriend to have a firearm?
No, I don't agree with the guns. I don't agree. I'll probably help them look for whatever they're trying to look for.
But so in that scenario,
no,
how would you prefer your boyfriend to defend you if you had the choice? Would you prefer your boyfriend to defend you with his fists or a bat or something, or would you prefer him to have a gun?
We're gonna beat their ass, and that's just that.
But they have a gun.
But you don't.
Oh, they have a gun.
You don't know. You don't know what they have. Would you like your man in that situation to have a firearm?
No, I don't agree with the whole thing. No.
So you'd be willing.
No, I don't like guns.
So you expect him? So but just say 3 dudes come in there. I'm talking about real
There's
gangsters.
other weapons that they can have. They don't need a gun.
But like if he said, "Sweetheart, I want a gun," and you would say, "No, you don't need a gun. Get out there and fight." Is that how you would proceed?
You don't need a gun to do it.
That's what you would tell him. You don't need a gun with 3 dudes?
Nah, there's other things you can use in the house. You
like
don't
what?
need a gun. You got bats in there. You got knives. You got other shit you can use. You don't need a gun.
But what if they had a gun?
Crossbow.
Well, then you know what?
It's too late now. They in there. You can't be like, "Hey, y'all, hold on. Y'all got a gun?"
Then,
or no? You can't do that.
Then you know what? That's life. Maybe that's the way I gotta die. Then I gotta die. That's how I go.
You're gonna be single for a long time.
So you rather somebody shoot you before you
shoot
them?
Gonna get homeboy killed.
Your son's life is on the line.
My son.
Let me ask Brandon a question on this. Brandon, she said that Well, let's assume that the three men, they don't have any weapons, right? Let's just assume. It's probably unlikely that that's the case. But let's say she wants him to throw fists with the three dudes. Now, let's say you're like black belt in jiu-jitsu, let's say you're even a professional MMA fighter versus three guys. To me, that's still like...
It's 3-on-1.
You know
I
what?
mean,
It's
it's like
one. It's three
and
on one.
one of them dudes, baby, street too, and they know how to fight. They've been squabbling in the street for a long time. I think it's irrational to think that way. You got to compartmentalize. You may not like guns because of your experience, but I think it would be reasonable to say you need an adequate tool to defend your household in case 3 or 4 dudes want to come and tie y'all up and rape you or something. I mean, I didn't want to say that.
It's okay.
Y'all want to tie you up and do something nefarious to you. You need that level of protection. And guns aren't as bad as some people think that they are. Once you have a gun and you shoot it, you'll realize the value of having a gun. And there's a lot of other reasons why you would want a gun, the tyrannical government, all of the other stuff. But please don't do your man like that.
Tyrannical government. So, in the situation, 3 dudes break into the house. Don't want a gun? You have the option to have a gun, right? You wouldn't want a gun in that situation?
I don't agree with them. No.
Agree with them?
I don't like it.
So-
I've had, you know why? Maybe I
So you
feel,
did- yeah,
maybe I
that's-
feel,
you just-
maybe I feel this
what?
way because I have had family members who died being shot. Maybe I feel that way about guns. I just don't, you know what I'm saying?
But in that specific situation, would you not want a firearm?
Like, how are you gonna fight
In that
well,
situation,
I mean,
don't think about it as
There's 3
the
people in your
situation's
house.
just
What are you
there.
doing?
okay, we're all dying then. I guess. Go ahead, have the gun.
You
we're all
really-
just gonna have a
you
shooting,
really
a shootout.
willing to just say
lay
we
down.
are gonna die
just gonna die?
to not have a gun present?
I mean,
even if the person is proficient and they're using it to protect you, your children from bad guys who want
okay,
to do harm.
okay. What if my guy did have a gun, right?
Okay.
And he has it, but there's 3 guys, right?
Yeah, bang, bang, bang.
There we go. You're dead anyways.
No,
No,
what you mean?
no.
What if they pull out and they got you?
Because he has a gun.
Well, you know,
He
he's-
has a gun, but
Yeah.
what if he ends up?
And then
What
the
if
3
someone
guys
gets
don't
him in
get
the
him.
head? He's dead. He has the gun in his hand now. Now I'm dead.
I know you pick up the gun and then
How am I
then you
gonna
go.
pick up the gun? They're pointing it at me.
So
I ain't
this is
got
what-
time to grab the
This
gun.
is what it is. You want to make the fight. You want to make the fight is advantageous for you as possible. So having a gun is advantageous for you. And if you have fears of guns, it would behoove you to talk to somebody about it, or take a gun, go get shooting lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And therefore you can overcome that
Yeah.
fear, because at some point you may find a man that has a gun in the house, and that doesn't need to be a deal breaker for you, in my opinion.
Have someone you love and trust, like my brother-in-law. He's a sheriff for the LAPD, and he actually taught me how to disarm many times first, and then he took us me and my sister to the shooting range until we got really comfortable enough. I personally don't own a gun because guns scare me too, but if I were to have a husband, I would feel way more safe, or a boyfriend, way more safe if he knew how to use a gun in the house. But I would look into it, because honestly, guns are safe to someone you trust and can feel, because honestly, there are a lot of crimes are going up, and people that are mentally ill with mental illness are going up.